Hello, everybody. Before we talk about the game, as I just finished the recap, and by the time I was going to upload the video, I completely forgot to mention something about last week's game against Anthem. I was talking about the situation with ESPN Plus crashing stream, and I was not be able to look at the try. Well, I think we found a good video where I think this is what I think, judging by the videos that I've seen. This one might have been the one that I have not seen, but this is the try that I think happened. This is the Beckerman try that happened against Anthem. So let's take a look right here. What really happened? This was the last try right here. Let me just replay it. They were penetrating. They were able to penetrate, and eventually they were able to go down to the try line right there. As you can see, the words last minute try, and to get the bonus point, something like that. I think that was the try that I didn't get to see live. I think that was it. But let me know. Let me know right there that you think it was the right one. I think that was a try that happened last week. So anyway, I promised you that last week, and I completely forgot about that after the original video. And speaking of the original video, enjoy this video rant. It is a rage video. And yeah, everybody, enjoy this video. Look, I don't want to react the way that I'm about to react, because this has been a very frustrating game with the weather, when the winds, when it rains. The game tends to be a little bit more difficult to play, right? Can't handle the ball. You can't hold on to the ball. You keep turning it over. But yet, despite all that, you come from Florida, where it always freaking rains around this time of the year. This is Chicago, so it's going to be a little bit different, right? Apparently, not quite. Not quite. I really don't want to make this video. There are two reasons why I don't want to make this video, but I'm doing it because I got you guys who I love dearly, because I owe it to you guys that you keep coming in. So it pains me to do it. And also some sickos are watching. But I also got a rugby team watching this video too. They watched my videos, believe it or not. I had their team comment on my video once. You know why? Missing poster. Missing poster. Only needs their poster to complete the setup on that wall, on my studio wall, where I can confidently tell you that this is the Miami TVG Sports Studio. So I want to try and be nice as possible, but I can't. I just can't do that in this video. Because what I just saw, what the fuck was that, what I just saw? Let's start with the first half, because I think this first half is a little bit easier to talk about than the second half. The first half, I thought was a pretty boring game, okay? I like some parts of the half, I was falling asleep a little bit, because nobody was able to get close enough to the try line, except for the Sharks the one time. See, the Sharks had this line out, and I forgot which minute it was. It was somewhere around the 20th minute. They had a perfectly good line out, right? They got the ball, they're being pushed and penetrated to the try line, and they would score. They would score a try to make it 5-0, right? They called that back for an obstruction. Okay? So you see an obstruction. But yet the Hounds do the same thing. They don't get called for shit. So in the first half, since that disallowed try, it's been a pretty boring game. Then it started to get wet. The weather starting to become a factor. But Sharks played a better half. This is what I call a tale of two halves. You got the Sharks playing better in the first, then you got the Hounds playing better in the second half. But I'll tell you why. But nobody was able to get close enough to the try line. But then late in the first half, finally, the most promising chance, and they would get that score in. Michael will get a try in, and Videla will get the 2-point conversion. And that will be your halftime score. 7-0. 7-0. Was I happy? Maybe. The reason I was happy is because they at least got some points in. I would love it if it was 14-0. Boy, would I really love if it was 14-0. Then the second half, right? When the Sharks try to go for the attack, first off, not only they turn the ball over, or the Hounds force a turnover. See, I'll give this credit to the Hounds. They're putting up more pressure on the Sharks and turning the ball over the Sharks to give the ball back to the Hounds. So that part I give credit for. Because there's so much on the line at this very moment. I mean, this is home stretch. This is the month of May. This is going to be one more month left until the postseason, right? So both teams need to get the wins, get the points in, and then get to the playoffs. But then, on the scrum, when you had the ball right there, you could not get the ball, and it's a penalty on the Sharks. And that led to a score. They kicked the Hounds now kicked the ball, got a perfect line out, and the inevitable happened. The inevitable happened. They would score. It's Lou White would get a try in. Hilsenbeck with a 2-point conversion to tie the game up 7-7. And the commentators were really like, wow, they really needed this one. But then, between that and then what's coming after, Sharks, countless mistakes and mistakes and mistakes. And the head coach is like, what are you doing? What are you doing to resolve this? You're not doing much. You had that little bit of a break. You got to tell him something. This is the amount of mistakes you're making. Oh, and all this lineouts, these poor lineouts, poor scrums, and committing turnovers and committing fucking penalties. That's what you kept doing. That's what you literally kept doing. You call for one, referees won't do it. Okay, in all fairness, though, one of them should have been a penalty on the Hounds, but it ends up being a penalty on the Sharks. What the hell are you calling? But the other ones that are clear and obvious, what are you doing? What are you doing? You keep committing these stupid penalties. You're giving it right back to the Hounds, who are knocking on the door all second long. Inevitably, they score a try in the 67th minute. Inevitable. It was so inevitable. It was so obvious that it was going to happen. It happened in the 67th minute, and they would eventually tie it up. Fawcett with the try, Hilsenbeck with the 2-point conversion to make it 14-7, and they could just park the bus. Because the Sharks, they were trying to make this comeback. It wasn't successful, but yeah, let's go down the freaking field to try to get this try, only to commit more fucking penalties to give it right back to the Hounds. And the solution, finally get the ball back. So let's go, right? Let's commit more fucking penalties to give the ball right back to the Hounds. And frankly, what upsets me more is they were close. They were as close as midfield to try to get the possession, even on a scrum. Even on a scrum, they turned the ball over. How is this freaking happening? And also, too, when you're marching down the field, running down the field, getting tackled, knock on? What are you talking about? A perfectly good line out, too? That's a knock on? Are you joking? And worst of all, the kick was trying to get the spot of the lineout. That kick was towards the try line. It went at the left side of the try line. You turn it over. Oh my goodness, this team is killing me with these mistakes. Oh my goodness. Like, it so upsets me. And I'm just a dude watching rugby, right? And at the end of the day, it's just rugby. It's just a sport that you want to watch. But also, too, you get frustrated because your favorite team is making these countless mistakes over and over and over again. Oh, the grown man is being upset with them. You know, I've seen some folks who are much older than me get upset at a game because they make these countless mistakes over and over. So why am I getting ridiculed for saying, "Oh, you should lighten down on the bullshit"? Maybe you get fucking lighten up when things go horribly wrong. That's just a mini rant. But oh my god, man, that was just putrid. The tale of two halves. Sharks first, Hounds second. I mean, inevitable. I mean, it's just inevitable. When the Sharks are down points, they don't make that effort to make a comeback. But if it's the Hounds, too fucking easy. So bullshit. But yeah, let's commit more penalties. Let's just commit more penalties to lose this game. Truly pathetic, and I'm done talking about this. I'm flat out done talking about it. Today was awful. One of the most boring, devastating, and frankly, the weather sucks here. So, is it really hard to ask, really, to just fix the mistakes? And if you don't, and even if penalties didn't happen, I'd rather lose when you tried to fight for it and not commit these stupid freaking penalties every single possession you have. I'd rather get squashed by the defense than commit these fucking penalties where the game was winnable. I'm done talking about this. All right. I think I'm good for the rest of the day. Tomorrow, I'm going to do a preview with the Florida Panthers. Maybe tonight, depending how I feel. But most likely tomorrow, I'm going to talk about the Panthers. Then we have the Marlins. Yay. And we have the Panthers game 1. We'll talk about that tomorrow. All right, man. I'm done talking about this. Everybody, good night.